Hey everyone, it's Paul here from Blossom on my YouTube channel, Better Call Paul. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends and family. I got to spend some time at my sister's house yesterday with family. We had a nice meal together, and today I'm just at home waiting for my wife to get back. She's flying in from British Columbia. So I'm going to do a quick video, nothing too long. I just want to go over my weekly payers, but specifically just talking about today's payer, which is Monday, and why I ended up buying this ETF and just a little bit about it. And then we're going to make a live purchase of my, I guess it's my Wednesday payer. So guys, I was originally looking at adding MAGY to my portfolio, and I bought a few shares. And then it kind of dawned on me that I'm really overweighted in the Magnificent Seven. Right? I have Biggie, I have HHIS, I have other ETFs that have exposure to the Magnificent Seven. So I was very tech heavy, concentrated on those particular companies from the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. So I was on Blossom, reading people's posts, and there seemed to be a particular ETF that everybody was talking about, and I did a little bit of research on it. And I quickly decided that I wanted to add this to my portfolio, and I'll go over the reasons why. So guys, for anybody who's not familiar with Blox, this is the Nicholas Crypto Income ETF. Here, we're just going to take a quick look at the fund summary. Don't worry, I'm not going to read the entire website to you guys. Blox is an actively managed exchange-traded fund that provides exposure to blockchain technology to enhance income and provide portfolio diversification. The fund blends digital asset-related investments and traditional income-generating securities to capture growth potential in emerging technologies while maintaining a focus on risk-adjusted returns. Now, one of the reasons why I really like this ETF in particular is because it's actually growth oriented, right? The number one fund objective of Blox is growth as opposed to income, which most of my covered call ETFs focus on income. So I really like the fact that this one focuses on growth, but the secondary objective is income, and they're targeting an over 30% yield, which is what I try to target somewhere between 15 and 30% anyways. So despite the fact that this is a growth ETF, they're actually going for a very high level of income as well. So fund objective, you can see here, they kind of break it down. It's actually holding 40% Bitcoin ETFs. So it doesn't hold Bitcoin directly, and it holds 10% Ether ETFs. And then it has 11 different crypto industry companies, and put this all together with weekly income, which equals Blox. Blox is an actively managed exchange-traded fund that seeks to give investors the opportunity to have exposure to both Bitcoin and Ether through direct or indirect ownership of US-listed exchange-traded funds and or exchange-traded products. The fund will invest in crypto industry companies engaged in crypto asset mining, blockchain technology, crypto trading platforms, payment processing, DeFi, technology providers within the crypto industry, and companies that invest directly in crypto. I don't personally own any Bitcoin or Ether, so I need some exposure to this. Obviously, very important sector in the market nowadays. So I figured that Blox is another way for me to add exposure to crypto and to crypto companies. So that's why I decided to add Blox. So guys, I've shown you this before. Here's my little schedule, right, of what I'm buying. So today I will be buying Wpay, which pays on Wednesday. And on Thursdays, I buy Blox. So this past Thursday, I decided to sell my entire position of Yield Max Phoebe to invest into Blox. So I was able to pick up, I think it was another 42 shares of Blox, which put my book cost at $16.38. And what I did was I created a little chart down here, And I'm going to keep track of how many shares I own of Blox, how much I paid for it, and the distributions I receive. And then we can see where I currently am. I believe at the moment I'm at a loss, but I haven't held it very long. I just recently purchased Blox. So for today, guys, being that it's Monday, I have to purchase my my shares of Wpay that will pay me on Wednesday. So this is all part of the Daily Snowball Portfolio. Is that you're buying ETFs on a daily basis, and you're getting paid on a daily basis. So I'm going to go down to Wpay. It's right here. All right. I believe I can purchase 8 shares today. So I'm going to buy 8 more shares of Wpay. Submit the order. All right. That's done. So now I have 16 shares. All right. Go back here. Just increase this to 16. But I also go in here and I keep track. So now I have 16 shares of Wpay. So this week I'll get $13.71 US. So guys, a few more details about Blox. So Blox, as I said before, it has 40% Bitcoin, 10% Ether, ETFs, right? Not direct exposure, but ETFs. And then 11 companies that benefit from price increase of Bitcoin, such as miners and chip makers. And then they use an options overlay. So on the 11 companies, they're actually selling puts. And this is another thing that I like because I have a lot of covered call ETFs, right, where they use call options. So they're using puts. And the reason why is because they can capture all of the appreciation as well as the income from the puts. But on the 50% of the portfolio that holds the Bitcoin and Ether ETFs, they're selling calls and call spreads. So I think this is a very dynamic ETF. It's obviously holding an asset that has appreciated a lot recently, and some people predict that it can go well over $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a coin. So I think it's very important to be a part of this. And also, the weekly pay is the income that I look for in my portfolio. So, guys, remember, this is my journey or my retirement. I'm not suggesting that you buy Blox. You would have to do your own due diligence, consult your financial advisor if you have one, and decide whether or not this is something that would be good for your portfolio. Anyways, guys, tomorrow I'm going to touch on my Tuesday payer, and I did swap out the one I had and put in something new. So we'll talk about that tomorrow, and I'll explain why. It's a different reason, but there was a reason why I did it. Anyways, guys, again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day off and your short week. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.